In the last video, I signed up for a grown-up, big-time, fancy design and lifestyle B2B fair and then spent 3 months second-guessing that decision and worrying about the cost and the logistics of it all. All that, of course, means that I did all I could to prepare well and make the most of it. Right? I feel super unprepared, but it's happening. I'm leaving for FORMLAND tomorrow. I'm looking at my to-do list and I want to start with something a little more low-key and easy, and I'm going to start by packing some samples. There will be tiny little goodie bags. Here we have my inventory and I have decided which cards I'm going to put in samples. There'll be only 1 card per samples because I'm not rich. Well, I will need 1 of each anyway, so we might as well just start with that for my display copies. I already actually have displays from my regular markets, but some of those have damages and, you know, I wanna look my best for this. This won't do. Isn't it just great when you have 2 printers and they're both out of ink at the same time when you really need them? Yeah, so we need to go out and get some ink, I guess. Let's get dressed. Cool. Getting some printer ink from the shop. Oh yeah. All right, let's do this. It's now really late. I'm really tired. I'm finally packed up, I think. Yeah, I've used all the space I possibly can. The big bag is really heavy. I have no idea how I'm going to drag all this stuff. And yeah, I don't know what I'm doing. I feel like a kid playing with, like, I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying. The bags are packed like Tetris. I hope I'm not going to forget something important or even something unimportant because I hate forgetting stuff. And yeah, I hope this is going to be worth it. I hope it's going to be a good experience. I hope I'm going to present myself nicely, but right now I feel so stupid. And yeah, I have to get up pretty early tomorrow, like 6:30, and it's now almost 1, so I should just really go to bed. Is this good? It's now 10 and I'm finally at the hotel and I'm as tired as can possibly be. I've done a lot today, but it feels kind of unrewarding because I feel like I've worked so hard. I've dragged 3 really full and really heavy bags by train all the way from Copenhagen. I built a bunch of things for my stand. They were very simple things, but I had to screw a bunch of screws into wood and my arms were already tired from dragging the luggage because I had to walk from the train station to the exhibition center because apparently there's no bus or I couldn't figure it out. It wasn't that bad. It was about 40-50 minutes walk, though it probably turned out to be longer because I had to stop a lot to rest because of how heavy and comfortable the bags were. So yeah, I arrived, I built my stand and it's very underwhelming. It looks so cheap and kind of ugly and random and lazy, and all the people I showed it to were very nice and they were like, yeah, it looks great. But I know that it doesn't look great and I don't even need to compare to the others. Even on its own, it's not doing much. It doesn't help that it's a big space and the cards are small and nothing really pops up and nothing calls you in and there's no design to it. There is nothing. And I feel like people will just be passing by. Pretty much everyone else looks very professional, very polished, very expensive, even though I don't know how expensive it really is. But also I could see that most other people, they weren't alone. They had cars, they had help. They probably had better finances than me. Most of them probably could afford to invest more. And the thing is, I put so much hard work into my booth, but it doesn't show. It doesn't matter because no one who sees it will be like, yeah, this person really tried. And it's very disappointing and it's making me feel very sad and kind of jealous of all the other people who have help and just so much more opportunities. Every now and then I'm thinking of some idea that, oh, maybe I could have done this or that. But in reality, I know I couldn't have done it. I couldn't have brought it. I couldn't have carried it. I couldn't have assembled it, or I couldn't have afford to buy it. And it would be really hard to be confident about my work tomorrow and selling. And I'm so tired. I hope I can sleep well and have some energy to present myself and socialize and whatever. I don't know how I'm gonna do that, but I don't want to think about that now. It just feels so pointless. You can be working really, really hard and it doesn't matter. No one knows. No one cares. No one can tell. And even if they did, you get no rewards for that. And I'm not saying that the other people who are here didn't work hard. I'm sure they did work very, very hard, but they didn't have to do it alone. And I'm not alone. My boyfriend did help a lot, mostly financially, and if I did ask him, he would have came and helped with the rest as well, but he's also very, very busy and I didn't wanna ask for that. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just too tired now, I guess. I put so much in this, and if it's completely pointless, I really don't know what I will do next, but I don't want to think about that now. Oh yeah, I also found a supermarket that was somehow still open, thankfully, and it was not too far away from the hotel, only like 15 minutes walk on top of all my walks and dragging luggage and building stuff and whatnot. Like everything hurts in my body. But Anyway, I realized I have nothing to put my business cards on, so I had to emergency buy some plates. Thankfully, I found some that kind of match the colors of my cards somewhat, so that's very lucky. I bought some flowers as well for my booth and some water and snacks. I didn't eat or drink today. Like when I'm stressed and working, I don't eat or drink. That's probably bad. But yeah, so let's sleep now. It's the best we can do right now. So, today was day one of the fair. It was the opening and it was so quiet and boring. It was okay around 11, 12, so for about maybe 2 hours, but the rest, especially the afternoon, was so slow and boring. There was no visitors at all. It was just the exhibitors going around talking with each other, which was also kind of fun actually. I enjoyed meeting the people around me, but fun as that may be, that's not why we are here. So I had a couple, 1 or 2 conversations that might be interesting, might lead somewhere, but we'll see, like a little bit promising. And a lot of people who were just nice, praising me, whatever, but nothing too serious. But yeah, word is that the big day is actually tomorrow. That's when all the business, like, I'm so tired. My brain is empty. All the business people are supposed to show up. Apparently today's more like students and, I don't know, bloggers, people who are looking for inspiration. I mean, I haven't been before, that's what I hear from other people. And they say that the people who are actually looking to do business, they usually come on Monday, and that Tuesday is again kind of more slow, which I'm not looking forward. Yeah, I guess in a way it was good to have it a bit of a slow start. Right now I just wanna go to bed. Unfortunately, Monday, which was supposed to be the big day, was no different than the first. It got a bit easy for about 2 hours around noon and then was quiet again. I met some nice people and had some nice conversations, but mostly felt quite disappointed and like it was all a waste of time and money I didn't have. The last day was no different. As soon as the fair closed, we started dismantling and packing our stands, and I just felt sad to see all the covers and lively, fun presentations disappear. I'm always a little sad when things end. And so, at the end of all this, I struggled to make sense of it and have very conflicting feelings. On one hand, I'm glad that I was part of it, that I challenged myself, that I went so far out of my comfort zone and accomplished really challenging things. On the other hand, and maybe this is the exhaustion talking, I feel very underwhelmed and like I've accomplished nothing. Unlike regular art markets, when you can see the results of your work right away, at a fair like this, you never really know who you've reached and what may or may not follow after. I really wanted a happy and positive ending for this vlog, a sort of a Cinderella story where I came like a pumpkin and left as a princess, but I mostly just feel like an exhausted anthropomorphic rat. I guess real life stories don't always quite have a conclusion, or not right away anyway. I guess sometimes one must sit with ambiguity and let it feel strange and uncomfortable and unclear. I really didn't enjoy that feeling, so I thought I dragged you in with me, so we can share it together. Like and subscribe?